trade your expectations for appreciation. It's one of my favorite quote by Tony Robbins. We're having a great conversation. This is Melissa, and she is one of my longtime friends. I think I've known you for close to 20 years, and time flies. We're just catching up. Yes. And we're talking about how life has changed in the past 20 years when we were just 5 years old. And it's incredible how we have these expectations of where we need to be in our life, in our relationships, in our business. Everyone's like, oh, when I'm at this age, I'm going to live in this house. I'm going to have this type of family and all these damn kids. And what happens?
Right now, I thought I would have 4 kids, live in a mansion next to my cousin who I was inseparable with since birth. And I don't, but it's okay. And you got to know that it's okay.
Yes. So what advice do you have for people who perhaps have these life expectations and their reality does not match it?
So my advice for people would be to let go of your fears of trying to live up to expectations and make your inner circle smaller, because you need to know that it's not about what everybody thinks. And as soon as you let that go, you really get a sense of relief, and you can be yourself and you can be free and you can live your life without any guilt. And guilt is something that everybody has, don't you think?
Absolutely.
About everything. Like, I remember, showing my parents my report card and being like, all right, I got to get like at least a 90 because I can't show them this. And that's an expectation. And that's something that I was like, all right, they're not going to love me. They're going to think I'm a failure. And that's not true.
Yeah.
And although it's good to get good grades, but other things that are more serious in life as you get older are the expectation of being an only girl in a family of brothers, and them thinking that I should have procreated years ago, which maybe that could be the truth. But
yes.
You don't want to settle, and you don't want to, make the wrong choices. And I feel that's important, and you need to really follow your heart.
That's a great point. And shout out to your parents.
Meanwhile, we're both.
Yes. Sharon is awesome. That's Melissa's mom, super cool woman. And she's probably watching this right now. So
probably.
This is going to be good to talk about, because the whole thing is we often talk about not settling, and some people get offended by that. Maybe the people that settle, and they're like, you know what? I just want to be happy. I want to have an average life, and that's fine. But the whole thing is, that's cool, whatever floats your boat. But at the end of the day, I don't believe in rushing into anything, especially when it comes to a relationship, a marriage, children.
Wait. Does that mean we're commitment phobes if we don't rush into things, because we could be taking this into a whole new level?
No, but you get the whole point. The whole point is sometimes you have this expectation of how life should be. So, oh my God, I'm 30 years old. So right now I got to get married. So let me find the first woman, the first man that I see, and, impregnate them, and all of a sudden start a family. And
steal the seed and run.
Yes. And then what happens? You set yourself up for a lot of drama and a lot of headache. And at the same time, releasing the expectation and being in a place of acceptance allows you to live life fully, and at the same time be in a place where you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
And you free yourself of the guilt, because once you don't feel that anxiety of living up to what somebody else wants for you, you realize, you take ownership. You're like, this is my life.
Yes.
And this is what I'm doing because it's good for me. And even if you love your parents dearly or your friends, you need to do what's best for you and what makes you happy at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So, closing words, if someone is in a place where they feel guilty, or they feel like, you know what, for where I'm in my life right now, I should be a lot further along. I should have this and that. Yes. Exactly. Yes. No, you got a beautiful voice. And right here, actually on my fireplace, it says, when you let go, life will just flow. And let go of expectations, let go of where you should be, let go of any guilt, because you're exactly where you need to be. And the more you let go, life will just flow, right? And it's understanding that there is no expectation. Whatever society says, whatever your parents say, whatever someone else says.
Life takes you, and that's that. And that's how
exactly.
It should be. Very natural, very stress-free, and very flowing.
Yes, flowing, organic, and cheers to that. And if you watch this and this resonates with you, feel free to comment. And what is your take on expectation, right? Because like I said, if you trade your expectation for appreciation, you're in a place of acceptance. You're like, wow, I appreciate where I am right now, as opposed to saying, I should not be where I am right now. So you love what is.
That's a release.
Cheers to that.